You guys, my head is like running all over the place. I'm trying to do laundry and trying to figure out my schedule for tomorrow, my babysitter, and get all this together. But I am here. Excuse the background, I'm not at home right now. Actually on a little vacation, maybe somewhere in your backyard. Anyways, I'm gonna let a few people tune on in. It's Saturday night, so we finna turn up on a live. For my folks that is in the house, for my older folks, I know my youngsters out there probably shaking a little something. But if you is out there tonight, make sure you be safe out there. You got them crazy drivers, and just the energy of the world is just wild. Hey, what's going on? Any peace and blessings? How you doing? Yeah, I know I'm late. I'm late. Like actually like 2 hours and 30 minutes late. But I am here. Good vibes. We're the boys, still repping for the boys. I got actually a shirt from birthday party, Sincere's birthday party, which was the last birthday party that took place in Bakersfield. So we're gonna start off with that. Tonight's segment is just gonna be based off of true crime in general, true crime across America, true crime across the world. We're gonna talk about the boys, and then we're gonna hop in to the hip hop community. We're gonna talk about Young Dolph's case. And just to let you guys know, I will be covering Young Dolph's case. It will be my first case going into the hip hop community as far as true crime, from the beginning, until we get the results of what's going on. I guess until he gets justice. So we got two people in. What's up, Danny? Danny, you got clean clothes at least, so that's good. Yeah, man, I was backed up on laundry, so I actually feel good to get some laundry done and get some things going. Hey, what's up, Stephanie in the building? Peace and blessings, Stephanie. How you doing this evening? So first off, I want to start everybody off. Where the boys? Where the boys? It has been. Let me get the exact date. It's gonna be 11 months tomorrow. What's up, Puerto Rican Stig? Boricua, Boricua. I actually have some family out here in California City right now, visiting from Puerto Rico. They came down to cook that good old Puerto Rican food. So it's been 334 days, 4 hours and 50 minutes, 36 seconds since the boys have been reported missing. Tomorrow is going to be 11 months, which is 1 month away from the 1 year mark. So drop them blue hearts, drop them prayer hearts. I mean, yeah, the prayer hands. I mean, blue hearts and prayer hands for the boys, Classic and Sincere. The two boys missing out of California City. For those that don't know, for the most part, usually people that watch my channel already know. But then again, it's some folks coming, from different cases. I know it's a few people in here that just came over from the Summer Wells case that doesn't know too much information in regards to the boys, which is crazy because you would think the world in America, at least America, should know by now. But unfortunately, still a lot of folks out there that doesn't know about the boys. So we're still on the spreading awareness for the boys and keeping their story alive for the most part, and most importantly at all times. Every day is Help Spread Awareness Day. Thank you everybody for the love. And it's still their birthday, man. All day, every day. It's about to be their first Thanksgiving. Well, as far as we know, their first Thanksgiving that, they have been gone. And there's just so much going on in the case. We so deep into the case. Just need everybody out there to keep their names alive, keep the faith up, keep the hope up, keep the great work up. All the content creators out there that's keeping their story alive, just keep that up, man. Let's keep their story going. Let's keep their name out there. I do admire and respect your passion to keep the boys' name out there. Thank you, Pink Phoenix. And I admire all you guys also, for backing us up and, just for the support.
Of tips, and it's this level of community.
334 days. It's crazy. It's about to be a whole year within a month. Just hopefully, anything can happen between now and next month. Anything can happen between tonight and tomorrow. Just never know. That's why I say just keep that faith going, you guys. And as far as any updates from law enforcement, has not really been no updates. Pretty much, at the same point. As far as we know, they're still investigating the case, doing their job. Hopefully, they're doing it to the best of their ability, and also all the agencies that's involved in the case, which, as far as we know right now, is still the same agencies, including California City Police Department. Yes, we have more flyers for the boys if you want to come get some, or we could send them also. I got like one flyer left, an original copy, so I can always use extra flyers at all times. I like to keep them on me, keep them in the car, and when I go to events or go certain places and people ask about the boys, I like to always keep them flyers on me. But anyways, what's going on, love my freedom? Miss AV Watchman. Shout out to you both, you and AV Watchman. Shout out to everybody, man, out there. It's another thing. I want to show that love to all the supporters, all the content creators that's still there for the boys, even if they're not on YouTube every day. We all know there's a lot of work that is done behind the scenes. And for those that don't know, I just want to let you know that for the most part, the main people are still there and still got their heart dug into this case. Cali Khan, what's going on? Good evening. As long as the boys have you supporting them, enrolled, they are loved. Yes, I just try to keep it going as much as possible, and also, keep the motivation going, keep the spirit going, keep the good vibes going, and just try to motivate other people if possible to do the same thing. I understand everybody has a life, and sometimes it does get hard at sometimes. And just like today, that's why I'm late, because I had a lot of things to do. But it's no excuse at the end of the day. Everything is from the heart. Everything is all love. We love the boys. Keep them in our hearts and prayers always. Yes, exactly. That is the vibes, y'all. That is the vibes. For those out there, got to understand energy too, man. Energy goes a long way. Prayers go a long way. Eventually it's going to get recognized and we're going to get heard. Just like, what's been going on. The good work that we have put in has been working. So we just got to keep it up, you guys. So much love once again to everybody out there. So, we're just going to get back into what we're going to do tonight. Like I said, we're just going to discuss true crime in general. That's just one thing. I want to open up my channel more to just true crime, especially, I've been talking to you guys about going into the hip hop part, which still consists of true crime. I'm trying to keep it on that and not lose focus off of true crime. So I do want my channel to be all true crime. Anything I discuss, I want it to be true crime, and no matter where it comes from, starting off from where I started from, the boys and missing kids, and then going into the hip hop community, entertainment, whatever, any type of true crime that just pops up, and talk about what people want to hear. All right, cool. Yeah, send me a pic. And then also, hey, what's up, Shirley? Good evening. Also, as you guys can see, I'm off my phone. I'm not on StreamYard, so I'm gonna kind of be jumping back and forth, and I'm gonna play videos off off my laptop, maybe some stuff off my phone. And also, if you guys want to talk about any case that's out there, um, no matter if it's in the media or not, no matter if it's not in the media, any new cases that you guys might have heard of that you think should be put out there, just go ahead and let me know in the comment section, and then we could talk about it. I could look some stuff up on my laptop and see the updates. That's kind of what I want to do tonight, is just mix it up with true crime and catch up on things that I may not know, or things that other people may not know. Toodles chocolate, hey, toodles, toodles, toodles. What's up, Toodles? Long time no see. Peace and blessings. I hope everything is all well with you. And then it's also one, yeah, we could catch up on the Travis Scott for sure. That's one case that I've been on that I want to continue to cover. Been a little sick, but I'm back. Hope all is well with you. Yes, I'm blessed. Can't complain. Trying to stay above water and stay out the way. Stay alive and stay out of jail. You feel me? So we could talk about the Travis Scott incident real quick. What do you want to is there something that you want to bring up specifically about the case? Which, for you guys that don't know about the Travis Scott situation, Travis Scott is a rapper, and he is from Houston, Texas. So usually, I believe every year he has a big event, kind of like a fair. Is where he performs at. I think he brings other artists, and then also it's like an amusement park where they have they have rides and stuff. So he had the event, and it was a big crowd, about 50,000 people, and he even got warnings from the police. He talked to the chief of police of Houston right before the show. He kind of gave him a warning about the crowd. He somewhat ignored it, still continued with the show, and then tragedy strikes when, in the middle of his performance, everybody rushed to the front of the stage, and it was basically a stampede, and people got ran over, and a couple people lost their lives. I believe it was 8 people the last time that I checked, with multiple injuries, like a lot of injuries. Then I also believe it was a little kid that was hurt or killed in this situation. I'm curious if you believe anything about the evil stuff people are talking about, and if you think well, yeah, I mean, all right, look, this is one way that I look at music and the entertainment business. It's all built off of evil. And we got to accept the fact that the music industry and the entertainment business plays a big part of the evil stuff that goes on in our world, believe it or not. So at the end of the day, it's just chaotic, and that's what I feel is going on in the world. And even though it wasn't intentionally, but it's just the energy that the music brings out. And it's a few other things that I feel about that, but I don't really want to get into it. But kind of something to do with the what that they put it into people. I believe that it may cause chaos, you guys. When all these people at the concert is, of course, people that have got the what. And I don't know. You guys might get where I'm going, might not. But just to boil the answer down to your question is yes, in some way, evil does play a big role, of course. Just like the same thing that happened with young Dolph, it's a bad situation in general. So, of course, evil is involved in some type of form, some type of way. Now, how exactly how evil played this role, I guess that's something we'll never know, or something that's left to be figured out. But it's definitely chaotic. And look at the statistics since the pandemic, and since everybody has been getting that, you know what, chaos has been on a rise. So we just in the beginning of this, and it's a lot to it's still a lot for us to learn, and a lot out there that we got to go through. I'm upset. Check your Facebook. Okay. I think I can check it on my other phone. But I could go ahead and play a news clip. I already got one loaded up on my laptop, and I'm actually in a hotel right now, so I don't have the best of internet. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and jump into an update with young Dolph. Now it's been a lot of chaos behind that. It's a lot that the news is saying, and it's a lot that the streets are saying. You know, you guys know how YouTube is nowadays, man. We got the internet detectives, and not saying that in a bad way, because in this young Dolph situation, the internet is helping solve a lot of this case, and it's happening quick. To where I believe we're gonna get answers, and I believe young Dolph is gonna get justice. The way it's looking right now, they already found a vehicle that was used in a crime for these criminals to murder young Dolph. So that's a good thing. They found a vehicle today in an abandoned building. And let me say, I have to say this. You know, most of this is alleged. Some of it is true, but we're just gonna say alleged. So allegedly, the abandoned building that they found a vehicle in was a abandoned, well, not a building, a home, was an abandoned house that supposedly young Dolph had shot a video in before, which is just, that's just crazy. How ironic, Yeah, internet detectives rock. As long as you do it with morals and integrity, ain't nothing wrong with it. And it's just how you deliver your information that you get without pointing fingers. And you just got to make sure you say allegedly, and make sure the world knows that this is your opinion and that it may not be the right information. And then for the most part, you good to go. But some people just get excited, man, and they just want that recognition of whatever, and just put out any type of information without thinking about people getting offended. All right, so I got a news clip. The Memphis Police Department, of course, is in search for the people who killed young Dolph. This was released today, so let's go ahead and see what they got to say, you guys.
Be the difference in solving this case. The Very G's Jordan James shares why fans say they're beginning to feel optimistic.
As this makeshift memorial grows by the day, so does the anticipation to find the killers of young Dolph.
Somebody, please come and talk. Let us know why this young man died in vain.
Surveillance footage outside of Makita's captures the gunman and the getaway vehicle. Since these photos were released, Crime Stoppers has received several tips. Fans of Dolph are even using social media to assist investigators.
There's a lot of conspiracy going on, especially, how social media can be. But yeah, definitely try to stay in the loop and see, where they are in the case.
While NPD hasn't confirmed any of the tips being passed around on social media, they say investigators are looking into them. Community activist Stevie Moore hopes this trend of supporting law enforcement with criminal investigations continues well beyond this case.
And I understand people don't talk because they're afraid of repercussions, spread of somebody gonna spray their house up. But there's other ways out here that you can come.
Fans of the 36-year-old rapper have come from near and far to pay their respects. Chelsea Mater drove down from Kentucky. As she prepares to head back home, she's leaving Memphis feeling optimistic after hearing about the community engagement.
I do hope that this case is brought to justice. It's nice to see that so many people are actually take it seriously. I wish that happened more often, but definitely in his case, it's nice to see.
Reporting in South Memphis, Jordan James, WREG, News Channel 3.
Now, we are aware there have reports on social media that the vehicle used in young Dolph's murder was found in Orange Mound today. So far,
All right, you guys. Thanks to everybody else in here too who loyally support this channel. Much love. Oh yeah, much love to all you guys out there. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, as you guys can see, people was pretty much feeling optimistic about what's going on, which is a good vibe, after losing somebody like this, you know what I mean? And sounds pretty good so far, like they're getting leads and like they're getting to, who did this. It was one other video that I wanted to show you guys where they were more talking about the vehicle that was discovered today. Well, yeah, so I was watching another video on YouTube about this lady that stays in North Memphis, and she was talking about just the chaos and the outcome of what took place is pretty much bad out there in Memphis. So let's say keep Memphis in prayers, because it's a lot of innocent people out there that's pretty much in danger, especially the way things is going, and with these youngsters out there that just want to go shoot up, bang, bang, everything, disregards for humanity and disregard for innocent bystanders, which could include kids, elderly people, just anybody in general. So it's definitely a crazy situation out there in Memphis, and not saying retaliation is the right thing to do, but that's pretty much the art of war. That's nature, that's we could pretty much expect that to happen. All we could pretty much do is just pray on it and keep that positive energy going, and pray for the innocent bystanders that might fall victim to retaliation of what's going on in Memphis. But she was saying, and the only reason I'm saying this is because she is a lady that stays in Memphis, and it still is allegedly, but it seemed like she was pretty serious about what she was saying. And she was saying there's people out there getting shot. Since Dolph has died, it's people out there taking actions, and it's not looking good. It's ugly. It's real ugly. And how long this is gonna go on for, we'll never know. We'll never know, you guys. Hold on real quick while I load up this other video. Oh yeah, one other thing that they were talking about is we gotta think about the owners of that business, of that cookie shop, that's also affected by what's going on in all type of ways. This was one of their ordinary customers. They did consider him family, so they are hurt. And then not only that, this happened in front of their business, so their business is also affected by this too, which I think they're going to turn their business into a memorial, for young Dolph. and they're raising money, to do so. So far, they got $70,000. I think they're asking for $150,000. Then you got them people out there that's saying, "Oh, that's too much money. What are they trying to do?" Which I support them people, man. Especially if they're trying to turn it into a memorial. Then also, that's their business that got taken away from them due to this tragedy. So they got to get whatever they can too in the most respectable way to continue what they got going on. Especially if they want to dedicate their business or that property into a memorial for young Dolph. um, they deserve that money, and that money is going to be needed. And then they still have to pay their bills. They still have to, pay their employees and all types of stuff that's going to cost a lot of money in due time. So shout out to the people that own that restaurant, and prayers to the people that own that restaurant, because I could just imagine, what they're going through also. Which they expressed how they felt, and it's pretty much what I just said. They're hurt by the situation. So salute to them for trying to keep, young Dolph's name alive, and also by honoring him to continue his legacy at that property where he was murdered at. Which all in reality, it'd probably be hard to even continue a business there after this type of situation. Could be possible, but it would be kind of like it would be kind of freaky, like, you know what I mean? All right, hold on real quick. I'm gonna put the phone down, you guys, so I could. Well, actually, I'm gonna scoot it over a little bit, so I could go ahead and type in my laptop real quick. Hold on real quick, you guys. All right, you guys, I'm back. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump back into the tragedy at Astroworld, which is the situation that took place with Travis Scott in Houston, Texas, which was about 2 weeks ago. So I haven't seen this video. This is just I guess, an update talking about the lawsuit.
We turn now to the biggest lawsuit we've reported on so far in the tragedy at Astroworld. Attorney Tony Busby says his clients are seeking $750 million in damages. David Gonzalez has been following this story closely this week, and he's live right now for you at Energy Park. David, good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie and Kimberly. Tony Busby says that any corporation involved in Astroworld has the legal responsibility for what happened, and he's now representing more than 120 people in this lawsuit. It includes the family of Axel Avila, who was killed here at Energy Park during that concert. In this lawsuit, Tony Busby is seeking more than $750 million. Excuse me, actually, that exact amount, $750 million in damages. The suit names a long list of defendants. It includes Travis Scott, Apple Music, and Epic Records, who Busby says would all make money from the music festival, but Busby says the concert was doomed before organizers filed their operational plan. The suit alleges gross negligence and reckless.
All right, so you guys heard the part where well, first of all, $750 million. Somebody about to be rich around this thing. But let me turn it around. 750 million. It's a lot of money. It's probably not going to help the fact that people lost their lives. You know, money. That's when you realize that money is not that important. But the fact that back to the statement where he stated that they knew the event was a dangerous event before it took place. Maybe just the way it was organized, the way that it was set up, consistent of the crowd that was going to be there, which was 50,000 people. So maybe they knew that, you know, it was over the capacity, and they didn't have enough officials and people to organize the event safely. Because apparently, like I said earlier, that Travis Scott had talked to the chief of police personally, and the chief warned him, which they took disregard in, and these are the results.
Recklessness, Busby says Houston fire logs show Astroworld was out of control from the start.
You can almost predict that something very bad is going to happen if you read the entries early in the day, starting as early as 8 in the morning. You know, it was pure and utter chaos from the get-go.
The lawsuit also names rapper Drake, Live Nation, and Harris County Sports and Convention Corporation, among others. There are now close to 150 lawsuits filed in connection with the Astroworld disaster, and Tony Busby tells us that he plans to file at least one more lawsuit in the next coming days, but he says he wouldn't be surprised if other clients and other lawyers filed more lawsuits as well. Back to you.
All right, those lawsuits growing by the week. David Gonzalez live at NRG Park. Thank you. We turn now to the biggest.
Isn't there another one for 2 billion? I'm not too sure. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. All right, it's another video I want to play you guys. Back into the young Dolph. We're going, like I said, we're going to be jumping back and forth. If you guys got anything that you guys want to talk about, just let me know in the comment section. There also is a $500,000 reward for any information leading up to the killers of young Dolph, which is pretty good. I think it should be more. It probably is more by now. It's probably in the millions. I mean, all the money he had, you know. And with that type of money, hopefully somebody would tell. All right, so the video that I'm about to play right now is getting more into a little deep side of what could possibly be going on. I only take this in consideration because this is coming from one of Young Dolph's friends, which was one of his close artists. I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to just let you guys see for yourself what he got to say, which is pretty deep. Definitely something to take into consideration, especially knowing how the music business is. And it's kind of very hard to be successful without going a certain route, without having certain people on your ASS, you know what I mean? Uh-oh. Hold on, you guys. This dang cheapo internet at this hotel is tripping. Let me see if my hotspot will work. Okay, we got the internet back going.
I'm not even signed, and I make more money than
All right, you guys, sorry about that. I had to get this video going. Okay, this is one of Young Dolph's artists, and he considers himself exposing the industry, and he's doing what Young Dolph told him to do. Actually, a couple days prior to his death.
artists that sign, bro. That's how I know it's something going on, bro. And Dolph told me this, bro. Dolph told me this. Dolph told me, bro. He's like, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm getting too much. Dolph told me, bro, I'm getting too much money, bro. I'm getting too much money, bro. He told me that shit, bro. I'm getting too much money, bro. I'm getting too much money, dog. He told me that shit, bro. And at the same time, like, oh, cool, like.
All right, sorry about that. You guys got a little internet failure.
I'm getting too much money, bro. They gonna want to kill me.
It's kind of low. Can you guys hear it?
They don't want to kill me, bro. He said, bro, bro, if I ever found out, he said, bro, if they ever kill me, bro, I want you to go on by and talk to us, bro. If they ever kill me, bro, and that's what I'm doing. Exactly what I'm gonna do, dog. If they ever kill me, bro, they go on by and talk your shit. Yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit. Talk about niggas that they kill me, go on live, and let everybody know. I'm gonna let everybody know. Straight up. That was my wrong job, bro. She was all over nothing. Over nothing. I'm finna let y'all know the reason why they did that to my brother, bro. I'm finna let y'all know, bro. But at the same time, shit, bitch, let's stop nothing I got going on. You ain't finna stop nothing I got going on. Straight up. I killed my because he's finna buy a record label. Dolph is finna be 50-50 with Empire. He's finna buy a record label. Dolph is finna be 50-50 with Empire. Dolph had enough money to be 50-50 with Empire. It's the same that signed him. Even when Soulja Boy said this shit, when Soulja Boy came out with that little bullshit, he statement like, Dolph ain't independent. As soon as Dolph came to Empire, like, hey, let me buy this. Dolph came to them, let me buy this. Let me be co-owner in Empire. Dolph came to the mother. You gonna talk these niggas, let me be co-owner of Empire, kill my bro 4 days later. 4 days later, bodies. Let me be co-owner of Empire. When Dolph came to the mother, you gonna talk these niggas, let me be co-owner of Empire, kill my bro 4 days later.
Okay.
4 days later. Now remind you. Now, let's remind you. Yo, got it. Let's remind you of this, y'all. Yo, got it was not a great. See, yo, got it was not a because he had too much to lose. See what I'm saying? Yo, got it was never a threat to my brother Dolph, bro. Yo, got it was never a threat to my bro, dog. Dolph made enough money to go in half with Empire. He made enough money to go half and half. Dolph was a $100 millionaire. They killed my brother, dog. I just talked to Dolph 2 days ago. I talked to Dolph 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I talked to Dolph. This lovely, talking good, in good spirit. This everything. Now, after everything got exposed to the world, now my big, you know what I'm saying? This shit, bro. Me and Dolph was like this. We talk to each other every day, bro. Me and Dolph talk to each other every day, bro. They killed my over some other. Y'all serious, bro? Y'all killed my because he had enough money to go buy Empire. He had enough money to go have on Empire. So y'all sacrifice my y'all kill my nigga. See what I'm saying? Now you got this nigga's gonna put me in a position. You see what I'm saying? I was the upcoming artist with that crowd. Now you kill my.
It's an evil innocent. They killed him for.
No.
All right, you guys, y'all still in here? Drop a thumbs up, drop a 100, drop something in the comment section. Let me know y'all still rocking with me and we still in here. I promise y'all I want to go live more and I know that's what it takes to be consistent on this YouTube and to get more viewers and you know, tap into what's really going on. So at the same time, make sure you guys go out there and share to the hip hop community, to your friends, to the whole true crime community, you guys. Much love to you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. Shout out to Danny. Danny, go ahead and drop your channel. She has a great channel over there. It's very great, very open, talks about a lot of stuff. So make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. And anybody else on here that's a content creator, much love. You know, I support. As long as you're on the right path, got the right mind state, integrity, and respect, I rock with you. I support you, and I will promote you. I'm always here just doing stuff at the time. Yeah, that's what I realized about some of my people that follow me when they watch my live. You know, they might set the phone down, but they still listening, which is cool. I understand that, you know, because we still have a life. So I appreciate you to take your time out and listen to me. And then also at the same time, you guys can go get this information from anywhere on the internet, but you choose to be here with me and listen to my opinion, which, you know, I understand. So back to this young man right here. Did you guys hear that video pretty good? Because I had my laptop up all the way, and this video was just kind of low. I heard it. I'm behind the phone, so I'm pretty sure you guys heard it. But I just want to make sure on that part that you guys heard what this young man said. Okay, so it's a few things that he said, very, very important in his. Like I said, I take this into consideration just because of the person that he is. He is a person that is connected to young Dolph directly, a person that young Dolph has spoke to him about the industry and about business. So we all know, or for the most part, the hip hop community knows that Young Dolph had beef with North Memphis rapper Yo Gotti, which is CMG. CMG is the record label. Yo Gotti is the head of that record label. Yo Gotti is from North Memphis. Young Dolph is from South Memphis. At one point, Yo Gotti wanted to sign Young Dolph. Young Dolph, he understood that he could do the same thing that Yo Gotti is doing. So he turned he turned it down. Then eventually it was words exchanged, and Young Dolph was kind of throwing it in his face, and it got brung up, and that's pretty much the beginning of the beef. It was allegedly that he was shot at multiple times by the CMG crew. So now that we come to this point, Young Dolph is dead. A lot of people is pointing fingers at CMG, which could still be possible. But then you just heard what this man said. He said at this point, Yo Gotti and his team never really been a threat to Young Dolph, which I still take like 50-50, because it's still one point in life to where these people shot at this man. And the way they shot at him, he could have easily died. And one time they hit him 5 times in LA. So they could have easily went there. So at one point, it was some type of threat there. But now, I don't know. But he says, Yo Gotti was not a threat to Young Dolph because Yo Gotti has too much to lose, which could make sense. Boom. Now, it's another incident with a rapper named Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy made some threats prior, like literally a couple days prior to Young Dolph's demise, and basically death threats. So now Soulja Boy kind of, that's an option, but people was kind of pointing Soulja Boy out. But at the same time, Soulja Boy kind of exposed the deal that Young Dolph has. Now, Young Dolph is part of another record label called Empire. Now, Empire has been going through some things with their artists, and artists losing their lives. You guys got to follow me because there's a lot I got to break down. So drop that one if you follow me so far. So the way Empire work, Empire is supposed to be a different type of record label to where you're more independent. You get 80% of your money, and they get 20%, and you still own your masters, you own your rights, and you're pretty much able to do whatever you want to do, and you're not in no 360 deal or nothing. So you're, for the most part, winning. Okay? So now unfortunately, it's been Young Dolph will make the fourth major artist that has passed away from Empire within the last 2 years. You got Triple X, XX Tentacion, that was one of them. You had Mo 3 out of Texas, that was one of them. You had King Von out of Chicago, that was another one. And now you got Young Dolph, which all these people were making good money and blowing up. And then they died. So a lot of people, conspiracy-wise, is pointing fingers at the record label. Now it's a lot of people coming to defense in the record label saying, nah, man, the owner of the record label, his name is Gonzi, Gonzi. So a lot of people is backing Gonzi up and saying, nah, he's a great man. He tried to give these people opportunity to have generational money, which is big money, long money, to where, if you do the right things, which most of these artists was doing, especially Young Dolph, was making sure that money was generational and he wasn't messing his money off. Real quick, if you go on Forbes list, it say he's worth $3 million. But you heard his boy say he's $100 million man. And nobody really never discussed how much money Dolph has, but everybody know that Young Dolph has money, but he's smart. One of the things that he does is he buys his kids' houses over 100 properties that is not in his name, so that will not go under his net worth. A lot of people is not going to like that, especially the government and people like that, when you getting all this money and you not on their side, you're not cooperating with them. and you know it's a lot of violations right there. So basically, you know, the whole point that he was getting to, he didn't really get to no point of what he was saying, besides what young Dolph was saying. Young Dolph told this young man this 2 days before his death, 4 days before he was supposed to buy Empire or go half on Empire. And I'm guessing the way that it works, it's been pretty much secret because a lot of people didn't know that he even worked with Empire. But it kind of makes sense because look at his record label is Paper Route Empire. So maybe that Empire comes from the, you know, the actual record label. And I'm pretty sure he had this in his mind the whole time. So when he does go 50-50, the brand is already there and nobody even knew it. So when he was getting into it with Soulja Boy kind of exposed him working with Empire in the middle of young Dolph doing that business deal. And this man already has lots of money. So him buying half of Empire would just, man, if he's already $100 million man, he probably would have turned into $1 billion man and didn't even have to sell his soul. Like, you know, didn't have to do all that evil stuff and got through that loophole to where the people ain't gonna like it. Somebody ain't gonna like it. That's basically what this man is saying. That's basically what young Dolph told him. If they kill me, go on live and talk your BS. You know, basically tell them what I told you, that I'm making too much money and somebody out here killed me just on the fact that I'm making too much money. I'm gonna let you guys sit on that so you guys understand what I'm saying. Yeah, in 2 years, 4 major artists. Now it does seem fishy, you know, and when you're dealing with these record labels, you're dealing with them higher end evil folks, y'all. Them people that don't care, them people with no emotions, that they utilize black folks just to destroy us. You know, they sign. That's why you hear nothing but BS, because that's what they want to go with they program. Population control, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So where this opened my eyes with music. I'm already a spiritual person, but I'm just starting to realize the energy that is put into rap music, even with young Dolph. You know what I mean? He didn't always have the best of energy in his music, and you got to understand how energy goes. You know, you put that energy in the atmosphere, them low vibrations is going to come back around. Even when we sit there and we listen to that music, we go to the club and we y'all shake y'all butts and we dancing, and you know, is psychologically and mentally, it's really causing some type of effect on us and bringing them vibrations and them vibes in our lives, bringing the darkness out of us. And just in general, the whole hip hop rap comes from evilness. Music plays a big part in that. And we condone in that. Most of us condone that in our everyday life and don't even realize it. And I'm just starting to realize it, you know, not to even blame these rappers that lost their life, because they don't know too much better either. They come from the struggle. They are a product of their environment, and they just happy to make it somewhere in life and still not realize what they participating in, which is not really their faults, you know. And some learn that throughout time, and then boom, they get murdered or something because they starting to learn the truth. They not going that evil route. They're not doing what all these other rappers and stuff is doing because it's not in their heart. So, you know, that's another option that could have happened to young Dolph. And that's coming from, I would have thought that already, you know, honestly. I always think that when somebody die in the industry, and especially it's always these good folks that's independent. You see these people that got these record labels, they protected by these people for a certain amount of time. And it is, you know, they're of evil. That's why usually they don't go to jail. Nothing really bad happens to them, and they just live that fabulous life because they behind scenes sucking somebody, yeah. But you guys still in there? Like, what do you guys think as far as what his artist said, speaking up on the industry? Words, words that supposedly came out of Young Dolph's mouth.
Money and power.
What he say 2 days before he passed away? Young Dolph was explaining to this man, how he's about to go 50-50 and buy Empire. Any black man out here making money like that and not with the program is a threat to these people for some reason. That's just history, y'all. And every black man that they take out the picture is not leading us nowhere, especially people like Young Dolph. People that can think and get money and keep that legacy going of a black man, a black family, to keep his kids healthy and smart. They don't want that. Unless you feel me, unless you under their program, and then you still gotta, he still gotta be with the BS. Sometimes being with the BS is putting that BS music out there. Sometimes that's all they want. Yeah, crazy situation, Stephanie. It's real crazy, man. That's why a lot of people don't know what they're getting themselves into when it comes to this entertainment business. And it's not just rap. Trust me. It started off with rock music, all entertainment, all of Hollywood, it's there, it's everywhere. Let me see if I can find this video where this lady was okay, I found a video I could play for you guys real quick. Because I haven't seen this either. This is in regards to the Young Dolph shooting. The Memphis Police Department chief holds briefing on shooting in regards to Young Dolph.
Good evening, everyone. So this afternoon, let me take my mask off here. This afternoon, the Memphis Police Department responded to a person shot at 2370 Airways Boulevard. Our preliminary investigation reveals the victim is Adolph Robert Thornton Jr. This shooting is another example of the senseless gun violence that we have seen far too often locally and nationwide. Too many families, too many mothers, too many fathers have suffered in our city, and quite frankly, I think we are all tired of it. Our hearts go out to the Thornton family and all who are affected by this horrific act of violence. Tonight, we strongly encourage everyone to stay home, if you do not have to be out. We also strongly encourage everyone to remain calm as we actively perform our investigation. The Memphis Police Department is providing an increased presence in areas of the city that might be directly impacted by this unfortunate incident. We are committed to working with the community to stop these senseless murders. We're also dedicated to bringing those responsible for today's shooting and others to justice. We encourage anyone who has any information about this incident to call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-2274. Let me say that again, 901-528-2274. And now I'll take a few questions.
Chief, you said the curfew put in place. You had at least one city council member and one state representative call for a curfew, fearing that there could be retaliation. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, we're taking all of these requests into consideration, and we're continuing to communicate with our city officials and evaluate the situation so that we can make the best decision. And it doesn't mean that we won't have a curfew at some point in time, but right now we think that the deployment of our officers in the specific areas that are impacted the most will be enough presence for tonight. And as I said before, we are encouraging everyone to stay in if they don't have to be out.
Have you had any incidents or shootings that you might think are related to what happened today with the young Dolph?
Well, we have investigations that are going on right now, and the Memphis Police Department, along with our federal partners, will look at every investigation and every piece of evidence to try to solve this particular case. We can't say for sure that it's associated with anything else at this time.
They have things that circulating on social media about this shooting here, this rapper's house, this restaurant. And we understand, was any of that accurate or true?
Well, I haven't vetted all the social media. There have been erroneous posts on social media, and what we're trying to do is monitor the facts and ensure that we provide the facts to the public as well. So what we see on social media may not be accurate.
Have there been given a suspect information? I know it happened in the middle of the day.
We are still speaking with witnesses. We do have witnesses that are communicating with the police department right now.
Is there any video footage?
We don't know for sure just yet. We are checking every camera, every piece of footage that could be.
All right, so you guys, just real quick, as you can see the vehicle right there, that's Young Dolph's vehicle, which is a vehicle that was well known. He had it in his videos. But one thing about all his vehicles is they are bulletproof. You know, so he somewhat did try to secure his life. And, you know, all the attempts that was attempted to take his life, you know, he took precaution in that. And there's only so many ways that you can move, and you know, one day you're gonna be slipping. And this was just that day for young Dolph, you know, when he went out to get some cookies and some ice cream in his local city, on his side of the city, South Memphis, where he felt, you know, this would not happen to him because this was his neck of the woods, you know, his neighborhood that he grew up in. His granny stays a few blocks up the street where he was raised his whole life. But anyways, back to the vehicle. All his vehicles were bulletproof, but everybody also knew that at the same time. So that's why they attacked him the way that they did, because they knew once he's in that vehicle, ain't no bullets getting through that vehicle. All his vehicles. And they're all actually painted the same way, which is not a good idea, especially when you got people out there that want to kill you, which he was aware of. And you know, that's just little mistakes that he made and decisions that he made in his life. But at the same time, he's a grown man. He is his own man. And you know, he gonna do what he want to do. Some men feel, you know, they could walk around like that no matter their status in life, no matter if they're famous, no matter how much money they got. And that's half the problem that's wrong with us. You know, we like to be flashy and things like that. And one thing with young Dolph is he was pretty chill when it came to beef. You know, his go to was, you know, was to grind harder, get more money. You know how they say, kill your haters with success. That was his mind state, which in reality somewhat just made it worse. But yeah, you guys, let's get back into this news clip.
In the surrounding area to help us further this investigation.
You mentioned increased police presence at
Yes.
areas of concern. Club Prevent, your Goddess Club. Is that an area of concern? Is it open? Is there extra security from MPD on that?
Don't know if that particular location is open, but any location that might be affiliated with anyone that has a connection or we think could potentially have a connection, our officers are providing presence, and that is including the area where the shooting took place as well. Can't say that right now.
What did you tell us behind the motivation of the shooting?
Just don't know. This was a shooting that occurred at a cookie shop, and we're just not sure what that motivation was, and it's a little bit too early for us to tell.
Last question. Do you know if he was in? Inside the business or outside, if he was buying cookies, visiting, there's talks that he had just delivered some turkeys during a charity. Can you just talk about what you know about his movements at that time?
Today, the victim was inside the business, and we can't say that.
One final question. As a crime forum chief, you talked about
Seem to be having some internet problems, but that's pretty much the end of that clip. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up on my end. The most gangster person I ever known in real life used to keep a bus pass. He said the flashy lifestyle was the quickest way to get caught up. Yeah, exactly. Legitimate or, you know, illegally, it's never good to be that flashy, especially as the world gets more grimier. You know, the world gets more colder. These people don't care, man. All you is an eyesore to these people that ain't got nothing in life, and you make yourself a target for people that don't have nothing. It's a lot of jealousy out there. The hate is real. For real. But anyways, I'm gonna play this clip with him and his family. You know, because there's a lot of people out there that just disregard, you know, what's going on because they just feel he's a rapper. But at the end of the day, you know, still a person with a family, still a father, still kids that's gonna be affected by his death. You know what I mean? His wife, which he had a beautiful, beautiful family. But you know, this is something I shouldn't even have to explain, but when you got a heart, you got a heart, man. And it's pretty much all I gotta say. All right, you guys. So this might make you guys a little sad. This is young Dolph and his family. Tearful moments with family before his death. These is the moments that really count, right here. At the end of the day, forget all the rap stuff, forget all the hype, forget all the money that this man had. Just like he, one of his interviews, he stated that himself. When I die, and this was his last major interview, did like in June or something like that. Said when he died, his jewelry and his money and cars and houses and all that is gonna get passed around to his loved ones. Which he's not saying it in a bad way. He's saying that this is reality. His jewelry is gonna go here. His money gonna go there. It's gonna get split amongst his peoples. But one thing that is not is his fatherhood. That's one thing that his kids is always gonna know, that who their father is, and that's something that cannot get spread around. And that's words of young Dolph.
I cut you off for not taking care of your kids. How I'm gonna be doing all this rapping? How I'm gonna be doing all this rapping and making all these songs and doing everything I'm doing for my family, sending money to 5 different states, taking care of my family through the country and doing all the stuff I'm doing. But all you gotta do is right here next to me in the back seat or right here. You don't even know where his kids at. Into his baby mama did for his I don't know, man. I'm fuck the bitch. I'm into it with her. I was like, bro, no, that ain't no. I'm sorry. I can't agree with you. You're wrong. Them your kids. You know what I mean? Like, take care of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be around you. So, I cut you off for not taking care of your kids. So, I was like, bro, no, that ain't no. I'm sorry. I can't agree with you. You're wrong. Them your kids. You know what I mean? Like, take care of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be around you. All my partners I deal with on a day-to-day basis, everybody getting cake, everybody got morals, everybody got responsibilities. All my partners take care of their whole family, their mama and daddy, their kids, sisters, everybody. You know what I mean? So like I can't even hang with I can't hang with you. I can't kick it, we can't smoke, we can't do none of that, bro. You ain't no king, you don't feel like you no king. Cause we ain't gonna see eye to eye. You know what I mean?
At the same time, I'm sure you knew that was gonna ruffle some feathers.
It don't even matter, you know what I'm saying? But it's like however anybody want to look at it on from any perspective on any level, it's facts.
I mean, I'm with you because I feel like you can't say that's a shot at Gotti because I feel like all black men are kings. If they don't call
exactly.
King, why not?
It's just like this, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody did it like how I did it coming out my city. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up.
So explain that a little bit because you've been doing it.
All right. Get inside. Go back around there. What you got? Chocolate chip. Don't hide. Just for you. Appreciate you, baby. Be safe. back around there. What you got? Chocolate chip. Them hot.
Straight out the oven.
Just for you. Appreciate you, baby. Be safe.
Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., better known by his stage name Young Dolph, is an American rapper. In 2016, he released his debut studio album, King of Memphis, which peaked at number 49 on the Billboard 200 chart. He was featured on OT Genesis' hit single, Cut It, which peaked at number 35 on the Billboard Hot 100. Breaking Memphis rapper Young Dolph was shot and killed in his hometown earlier today, according to Memphis Police Department. According to the NBC affiliate in Memphis, Dolph was walking out of a cookie shop when someone drove up and shot him. The cookie shop is locally owned and was one Dolph always stopped at whenever he visited at this time. A suspect has not been. Young Dolph is dead after a shooting in Memphis. Law enforcement sources tells Leah Live that the 36-year-old rapper was shot and killed on Wednesday afternoon. The shooting occurred at Mackay's Butter Cookies. Dolph reportedly walked in the store to buy cookies when a vehicle pulled up and opened fire through a front.
All right, so this situation right here with this young lady, man, one of the luckiest people, one of the luckiest Young Dolph fans out there. So this is when Young Dolph was having some type of raffle to give away his own personal Lamborghini. And this is the winner, you guys. She's from Texas. He personally delivered the car to her. And this is the type of things that he did. You know what I mean?
Front window, striking the rapper. Video of the crime scene has surfaced on social media. Dolph's camouflage Lamborghini can be seen in the parking lot of the Memphis Strip Mall.
Go back around there. What you got? Chocolate chip. Them hot. Just for you. Appreciate you, baby. Be safe.
Man, all my partners I deal with on a day-to-day basis.
everybody getting cake, everybody got morals, everybody got responsibilities. All my partners take care of their whole family, their mama and dad, their kids, sisters.
You see the type of man that he was, the type of mind state that he had, to where he just said, man, like everybody around me, like you got to be in the king mind state, which is being a provider, being a man. You got kids, take care of your kids, and just by people messing with young Dolph, he had so much money, like his artists had so much money. You didn't even have to sell records, and they got more money than any other rappers, but he gave them that game to that generational money. You know, go buy some property, go put some houses in your kids' name, go make sure your mama straight, your auntie straight, your uncles, your cousins, your kids, your grandpa. Like, you know, that's the type of things that this man made happen, which just is amazing, because a lot of these rappers are not like this. They have all that money and they become selfish and forget where they came from, and start to lose the love that's within them.
Everybody, you know what I mean? So like, I can't even hang with I can't hang with you. I can't kick it. We can't smoke. We can't do none of that, brother. We ain't no king. We don't feel like you know king. Cause we ain't gonna see eye to eye. You know
At
what I
the
mean?
same time, I'm sure you knew that was going to ruffle some feathers.
It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, however anybody want to look at it on, from any perspective, on any level, it's fact. I mean, I'm with you, because I feel like you can't say that's a shot at God.
Shout out to the 3 folks that's still in here. Much love. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna just go ahead and end it with a Young Dolph song, pretty deep. You know, it's just tell people that you love them while they're here. Sad situation, you know, emotional. It's sad to see somebody with so much heart get dogged like that. Dogged in their own city. Like a straight animal, like an enemy, like a bad person. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this song, you guys, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and end the live after this song. R.P. to Young Dolph. Where the boys, where the boys, where the boys. Justice for Young Dolph. Prayers for the people in the Travis Scott situation. Prayers for everybody out there. Prayers for Summer Wells. It's all these tragedies that's going on in true crime. You know, so many stories. I can't name everything, but you know, I'm here for it all. And peace and blessings to you guys out there. Much love. I appreciate you guys for still tuning in. I mean, this song right here is a visual, a video by Young Dolph called "Why You Here." Yo, yo, yo. That's pretty much it, you guys. Hope everybody enjoyed. You know, I tried to do the best I can. I wasn't able to be on StreamYard, but you know, it's all about the message. It's all from the heart. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And I know some of you guys don't come from the hip hop community, but hey, look, a human is a human. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. True crime is true crime, y'all. Peace and blessings. Catch me on the next one, y'all. I got some reactions coming up too. So stay tuned on that. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share. And for the newcomers, make sure you subscribe. We're the boys, we're the boys, we're the boys, classic and sincere all day. Good night, y'all.